Hey guys, Xeno back here to record the second part of Mega Man Ram. So last time I tackled 4 of the Robot Master stages, and this time I'm going to be doing the rest of the stages, the other 2 Robot Master stages, and then the 2 Fortress stages. So I'm just going to get into it. So like I said I would do, I went to grind off camera for the items you can buy in the shop. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last time, but they really cost a bit too much for the amount of bolts you get in the game. Because you can't access the shop after you go to the Fortress stages, and all of the weapons combined cost 700 cumulatively. There's no way you're gonna have 700 bolts naturally just playing through the game. I had to go through that one secret room in Chimera Man stage like 10 times to get enough bolts to afford these things. And granted, I still have 2 stages left to play, but even if I played those 2 stages, I wouldn't have enough bolts by the end of it to afford everything. So, again, just like I was saying last time, maybe consider like a 50 bolt reduction, all of these. That would probably make it a bit more reasonable. But anyways, I'm just gonna get into it. So, next in the weakness chain is Traction. And she looks pretty cool. I like the design. And the stage graphics are pretty cool too. Reminds you of Strike Man and like also Turbo Man. Kind of a mix of both. So here's what we have. The Rocket Buster, which I turned on damage pop-ups so you can see that this does 2 damage to enemies. It's very useful. Whereas this is kind of, it's basically like a slash claw, kind of, but as a buster, and it's not a straw. And the other 2 items are the Energy Saver, which is displayed on screen right here in the bottom right. And the other thing is the Slip Booster. So every time you slide, you get this nice little graphical effect, and you go faster. It reminds me of the dash from Quit's Revenge. It's pretty neat. Definitely a cool thing to have. So, back to this stage's specifics. You got these racing car mets, which are really neat. I like the animation on them a lot. And then ATV Joes. This is a situation in which the Pierce Buster would come useful, because it goes right through them. But most of the time, the Rocket Buster is better because it has a really high damage output. These things from Mega Man 7. You might get to see what they do if I miss enough times with the Rocket Buster, but alright. They didn't show it off there. Actually, let me scroll back on screen so you can see. It kind of rises just like it did in that game, and then it shoots tires off. Very cool. I don't think this enemy comes in the engine, so it was customly programmed, I think. So there's some spines here. I don't really feel like dealing with these. One thing I didn't point out in the last video was that, I checked before about the Energy Saver, but Amalgam Inferno costs 3 energy to use. Yeah, it costs 3 energy to use if you don't have the Energy Saver, and that's way too much. Like, this weapon should not cost 3. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. But if you have the Energy Saver, then you can fire off loads of these. It seems like instead of having the energy cost, as it typically does in most Mega Man fan games, it actually divided it by 3, because now this only takes 1 energy too. It's an upgrade, so I guess it makes sense that it makes the weapon usage, like, that it gives you a lot of uses. For some reason, this Joe only sometimes takes damage from this weapon. I've gotten him to get hit by it before. Guess it's not working this time. Yeah, that's a bit of a weird hitbox. But anyways, the stage has some cool gimmicks, like the mud down there. All this is pretty typical for what you would expect to see in like a racing-themed stage. Oh. Here's the mini-boss from Mega Man 11. And bye-bye, mini-boss from Mega Man 11. And now you get to ride one of these, and this is really neat. You can control it freely. It's not like the wave bike for Mega Man 5. You're not just automatically going forward. And I really like this. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the game. And Jade even managed to figure out a way to make those useless fences from Impact Man stage threatening. Whoa, these do 6 contact damage. I think that might be a bit overkill. And, much like the wave bike section, you can't switch weapons here. But you can charge, though. Something about the ATV. Apparently in version 1.1.0, someone was able to skip the trigger for it to be destroyed, but I think it was fixed because... Oh, shoot. I don't want to die. But, I think that was fixed because it destroyed properly for me there. Alright, hopefully I have enough. Actually, you know, maybe I'll just die to show off this boss a little bit. Is that the whole pattern? Oh, okay, they're different sometimes. That's pretty neat. Whoa. Oh, okay. So she changes up sometimes. Pretty cool. I wouldn't have minded getting the wheel as the weapon, actually, but you'll see what she actually gives us pretty shortly. She's weak to the spiral. I think it hits her from anywhere. Oh no. You have to be close. Kind of close, at least. Alright. She gave us the spin drift. This weapon is pretty neat. You'll see it in action shortly. So, when I first played this, I had no idea what a Sugaku or a Shugaku is, but I'm pretty sure it means professor. So, yeah, it makes sense why these brain break enemies are in the game. Let me show off the weapon we got. Spin drift. It's kind of like top spin, but on the ground. It's actually... It's like, it graphically reminds me of top spin, but it's more akin to charge kick or something like that. It's pretty good. I don't find that many uses for it in this game, but it is fun to use, so props. So these things are like the Bright Man platforms. And that Met placement is... I'm not sure how I feel about that one, to be honest. These platforms are cool, though. Oh, by the way, I really like the background in this stage. In this area, at least. It looks really nice. And, yep, there's a secret up here. Here's a good opportunity to use the T-phaser if you're lazy, like I am. So, this mini-boss, every time I played against it, I would kill it so fast that I would never actually see what it does. but it spawns a bunch of balls, apparently. Actually, this is kind of difficult to dodge. Alright, yeah, no more. But the electricity patterns remind me of the Wily capsule from, I forget which Mega Man game it is. And this section, you know, obviously an homage to that one part from Mega Man 10's Wily 3, I think. Wait, what? What did I just die from? I'm gonna need to watch that footage again. What in the world just happened? Did I die from something? Oh, maybe I used a weapon and I like got teleported into the ground. Alright, I'm gonna try to not do that again. Wait. Wait, how are you supposed to reach this? If I didn't have any T-Phaser ammo, I literally wouldn't be able to reach this. I feel like something's not right here. I might have glitched this section out by dying, or something. J-Bit, you might want to have a look at this. That was a bit weird. And I don't know if I, like, died from anything actually, or I just got shunted into the ground. But anyways, that's the stage. So... Sugaku, or Shugaku Woman's weakness being the grounded weapon, irks me. For one reason. It reminds me of the alien from Mega Man 2 in the way that it's really difficult to hit her with this weapon. And I don't know if I like when weaknesses are the weapon that's most difficult to hit the boss with. Typically it's the opposite. Like, the easiest thing to hit the boss with is the weapon. But, I don't know. I guess I can... Like, how would you even hit her with this most of the time? Oh, the Buster part does too for some reason? Oh, I didn't actually realize that. Alright, that was pretty close. So anyways, yeah, I don't actually know if there was a good opportunity to hit her with the spin drift part itself, like the entire battle. I think I got one hit off maybe, but it's like almost impossible to hit her with it for most of the battle, so not really the weakness I would have gone with. I mentioned this to Jade himself, but if I had to redesign the chain, I probably would have done Traction Woman's weapon being good against Creamery Man, because he spins along the ground, so it'd be really easy to, you know, run right through him. Sort of in the same way that in the Megamix engine, Top Man is weak to a Break Dash. It reminds you of that same situation, so I probably would have made that change and shifted the rest of the weaknesses around. But, you know, that's a nitpick. I've never used an M-Tank in this game, so I guess I'll buy one. And it looks like he programmed in the thing where you can only have one M-Tank, because it said max. Alright, Fortress time. I like the design of the UFO and the Fortress here. They both look really good. Alright, first stage. So like I said, this game only has 2 Fortress stages. It's pretty short, but this first one is really good. It's probably one of my favorite stages in the whole game. And it might just because I'm a sucker for the bosses that you'll see in a second here. Yeah, TPAs were screwed this. Oh, actually, yeah. Since we have the Sugaku woman weapon, when you have the energy saber, this is broken. You see how many shots of this I can get off without draining a single bar? I think that's 8 shots, or 9. And this heals you, so I'm pretty sure this is extremely busted. Like, let me try just using this for the rest of the stage, and we'll see how it goes. Because this heals, I'm pretty sure this heals in the same amount that the Grab Buster does. So anyways, besides my rambling about this weapon being... Yeah, look how much I'm recovering. I hardly even have to try. But anyways, these bosses are really cool. They're Chimera bots. This is basically, for any of you who've played Rockman 4 Minus Infinity, basically those Chimera bots that appeared, except instead of like 1, 2, and 3 like it was in that game, these are the Chimera bots for Mega Man 9, 10, and 11. And they're all really cool. The Mega Man 9 and 10 one specifically has a really awesome design, and you'll see that shortly. But these actual fights are also really well constructed. They're great. You know, just ignoring me using this weapon that basically prevents you from ever dying. Oh, and if you throw it up here, it just disappears. I don't know if that's intended to happen. J-Bit might want to check the despawn range of this thing in Megamix. Because you can make it so that when the weapon goes off the top, it doesn't disappear. That's what I had to do for Void Grip in Starman 2. So you might want to check that out. And also, I'm just now realizing this, but Keybuster and L-Sickle, the icons are really easy to get confused. But I'm not sure if there's much that can be done about that. Yeah, let's go back to using this. Yeah, I mean, I can just recover my entire health bar back and be at almost no risk of dying. Plus, this weapon seems to do a lot of damage to everything. It's like 2.5. I don't think I've seen anything that hasn't taken 2.5 from it yet. Oh, wait, I just... Nothing a little T-Phaser can't fix? Alright, this boss. Nitro Strike. This boss looks really good. I like that opening animation too. They all have 2 weaknesses, which are the weaknesses of like whatever robots were originally used to create. So it's Laser Sickle, and also he's weak to Soft Storm Seeker. Oh wait, I died to that part of the spike drop the first time I was here. I always thought it was kind of a dick move to have like a split like that with spikes on top of it, but you know, it's kind of whatever, because I think the checkpoint is right before it, so not a big deal. And it's already time for the last boss. Now, Bounce Torch. Alright, this is epic. Maybe Laser Sickle again? No. What would Torch gonna be weak to? Oh, probably this. Yeah. So good patterns all around. Probably my favorite bosses in the game. They're really clever. The animations especially just... They make me smile. And time for the final stage. This is pretty much just a mini boss gauntlet. Very typical last stage. Fun to blast through with the Rocket Buster if you have it. Oh, the ATV again. One thing I found a bit strange is how this entire part of the stage is black. This is something I again mentioned to Jade already, but like, there's just kind of nothing here. It's a bit weird. Not even the like multicolored background elements. And this screen is a bit weird also. Like, I know it exists to destroy the ATV, but it just looks so empty. And this guy again, who I'm again not going to put up with. Is there anything over here? No. I think this guy's probably my favorite mini-boss. He just looks so goofy. This one's cool too, though. It's probably weak to Amalgam. Yeah. What is this guy weak to? Seems like this does 2.5 to literally everything. And now time for the boss rush. As usual, all of this is pretty standard. Alright, Spiral. He's with 2 laser. Sickle. No. Oh, I think this destroys her projectiles, which is pretty clever. That's good on you for that, Chimera. Nice. Traction. Wait. Oh. Creamery. This guy's weak to the parabolic charge. Yeah, this weapon is pretty overpowered for enemies that does damage to. You'll be seeing in a second that it doesn't do anything to the final boss, which is probably a good decision, or else you'd just be healing yourself ad infinitum. This arena is a lot better for this weakness, but I still don't think this is the ideal weakness. Like, I can't even hit her with it. Let's see if she's weak to anything else. Oh, laser. Okay. Yeah, that's a much better weakness for her. I don't know if this is intentional. I don't know if it's intentional that she's weak to the laser sickle as well, but... Alright. So, this is the final boss. It seems on the surface that Sheepman is weak to laser sickle, but actually he takes a ton of damage from the spin drift, and this is a clever weakness, because you have to actually, you know, kind of time it, although he gives you a lot of opportunities to hit you with it. Like, he comes down, so it's not, you know, the hardest thing in the world to smack him with it. And just to prove that he's immune to the parabolic charge. Oh, the Rocket Buster does 2 to him? I didn't actually realize that. I'm not sure why the music disappeared. That's a bit weird. You would think... I don't remember if there was supposed to be music for this part, but it's kind of weird that the music would cut out like this for the final fight. But anyways, this is a good pattern. You know, everything's pretty much dodgeable. But that's pretty much the end of Mega Man Ram. And yeah, that's just about it. So, what do I think about this game? Well, like I said throughout, overall, a very positive experience. It's a short and fun romp through a few stages. I like the weapons a lot. You know, aside from a few nitpicks I have with them, I love the bosses, their animations. You know, pretty much everything about this. You know, it seems like it was very polished. It wasn't rushed or anything. The level design was competent. It was good. And I'm pretty sure J8bit has some more stuff that he's putting out in the future, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, that was Mega Man Ram. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't have anything to really show. You know, nothing else that I need to show in this game. I showed all the items, pretty much every secret, so I think that's just about it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you later, and this is Xeno. See you guys later.